Morning guys, how you doing? Oh, how we love this game, huh? So this is going to be a slightly different trade recap, as I didn't actually take these trades on my live account. I only took them on the FTMO 100k challenge, and the reason being is with the challenge we've actually got a deadline to make 10% by the rules, and we had a couple of days left, had a couple of percent to make. And I thought, right, as long as I finish in the plus, then I'm going to get a free retry no matter what. So I might as well be a bit more aggressive, and anything that half looked like the edge, I was willing to send it, go for it. I have made a mistake though, safe to say. I played around with my risk management, which is something I never do. Funny enough, I was actually, little sidetrack, I was chatting to a very successful trader out here who's got lots of experience trading the live market for years and passing challenges, and we're talking about, because of the rules that challenges have, i.e. having a time restriction, the different way he trades, and he actually risks a little bit more for the challenge, and then when he goes back to his live account it's the normal amount. And it did put this thought in my head, and I was thinking, you know what, I'm going to risk 1.5% per trade. So the trades that I took on Monday, which are the first 3 trades of this recap, I'm risking 1.5%. And there is a reason I only risk 1%, which I kind of almost forgot about, because it's been so ingrained in my trading. And the reasons being that FTMO have a rule where if you go more than -5% in 24 hours, you lose the account. And being aggressive with 1.5%, I actually breached this rule. So not only do we not pass the challenge and stay in the plus at least to get another free retry, from breaching this rule I've now lost the challenge, and if I want to retake the challenge I'm going to have to pay for it. So yeah, lesson I actually learned a few years ago. Bit of a blessing that now I get to learn it again, record it and share it with you guys. Yeah, note to take away, look at the rules. What an idiot. So a little bit on like the psychological side of things and the effects of this. Obviously I am pissed off with myself that I didn't stay aware of the rules, and also a little bit on trading is a really fascinating game in the fact that, as I've said before, you can learn something new all the time, and it's an evolving game, and it can be really interesting to listen to other people, the way they trade, especially when they're successful, especially when they're good, knowledgeable people. And I think it's also very important though to like stay in your lane, and if you've got a strategy, risk management and risk to reward ratio that you're comfortable with and you can sleep well at night with, stick to that. You know what I mean? I didn't sleep very well the last couple of nights because I was pissed off myself that I changed my risk management and be more aggressive with my strategy. And what was an extra little stab and a twist is that if I actually just stuck to the edge, which you'll see in the other recaps for what I took on the live account, we would have actually passed the challenge and it would have been gravy. So yeah, touching on listening to other traders, they're great traders. There are so many successful ways to trade this market. Kind of why I say about these trade recaps, at the moment I'm not really sharing my strategy. I just want to share with you the psychological journey that I go through with trading. because there's loads of great strategies out there. You don't have to be trading this strategy. You know, if you've got a great strategy, it's like I relate this a lot to tennis. Yeah, it's like Roger Federer's technique is awesome. Yeah, successful, but so is Rafael Nadal's. You know, Roger Federer has a single-handed backhand. Nadal's got a double-handed backhand. They play different styles of game. Yeah, but they're both very successful. And when Nadal beat Federer in the final of Wimbledon, you don't see Federer suddenly thinking, oh shit, maybe I should change to a double-handed backhand. You know what I mean? He just took the loss. You know, understood that that was just Nadal's time to win from Wimbledon, and he stuck to his game, and then he went on to win it the next year. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a tricky one on trading, because there are a lot of great people out there who have a great strategy, great way of trading, and successful, and you want to listen to it and be like, oh yeah, that's interesting, maybe I should implement that into my strategy. And if you're struggling and you don't like your strategy, or you feel like there's more to learn, then yeah, go for it. You know what I mean? Like, learn something new. But if you're happy and you're confident, and these things are kind of fueled a little bit by maybe a bit of greed or a bit of fear of missing out or something, and try and notice that and just be like, you know what, well done mate, awesome trading, but I'm happy with what I'm doing and I'm going to stick to that. And that's why I was a bit pissed off and struggling with a bit of sleep, because I feel like I kind of got into that, like, I should have passed this challenge already, I'm not, I really want to get over the line here and change the game, traded emotionally, and it's cost me. It's cost me not just passing the challenge, but you know, lost me the challenge. So yeah, it's all fun and games, it doesn't matter. But I think the important things are, you know, again, like sport, you know, when you take these losses, it's part of the game, you know what I mean? And I was happy that the next day I still stuck to my routine, still got up nice and early, still made the bed, still meditated, still got down there to the beach for a sunrise beach walk, did an ice plunge, made sure I ate really healthy that day, got in a clear mind, wrote a little bit down, kind of tried to analyse a little bit on what's going on with the thought process, because I know it's not the strategy. And yeah, test and adjust, back onto the charts, back onto the court, feeling good. And yeah, a little thing to touch on as well is obviously trading prop firms, they come with rules, which you know you want to pay attention to. But I actually really like these rules. They taught me a lot with my trading. And number one is risk management. You know, like their minus 10% rule, right, I think is actually really important to have, because if you've got a good strategy that you understand and you're confident with, you've got good risk management and you've got good risk to reward, there shouldn't be any reason that you go minus 10% on an account. If you do want to be stopping and having a little condor moment and seeing, right, is this the strategy? Am I doing something wrong? Am I missing something in the market? Or am I trading emotionally? Is there something going on psychologically wise here that's, you know, caused me to take a few hits? So the minus 10% rule is good. The minus 5% in one day is again good. Like, I got caught up emotionally on Monday. You know, I was a bit of revenge trading. You see in the actual trade recap on the charts, you can be like, no, I'm FOMO, this spot's good, I'm going for it. But as I said, the agent isn't actually there. We didn't get the 1 minute flip properly, so it was emotionally involved. And losing 5% in one day is a lot. That's another reason you want to be stopping and be like, whoa, hang on a minute, I'm emotionally involved here. It's not the strategy, this is emotion, stop. All right, have a little breather. So yeah, that is, I think, most the thought process, what's been going on in my noggin throughout this challenge. I hope that it helps. I actually hope that you can't relate and that you're not making these same mistakes. But if you have, or if you are, then yeah, not the only one. Maybe I'm the only one, Wally. But still very happy that at least I didn't take these on the live account, and my live account is still strong, fully balls to the wall and focused on that. I will obviously be retaking a challenge at some point, but yeah, for now, as I say in the intro, hopefully you guys can see me make these mistakes and just be aware of them. Just pay good attention to the rules that FTMO have. Try and be aware of how much you're actually risking, even when there's a deadline and you think you're in a rush. You're not. Have a little breather, have a condor moment, be aware of what you're actually risking, what you're trading, and yeah, try and stay present and enjoy the charts. Yeah, waffle over. Alright guys, hope that helps. Take it easy. See ya. Bye. Morning everyone, how you doing? And welcome back to another trade recap. So breaking this one down on a chart then, and as per, going to start on the 15-minute time frame and just mark out the low where we start to look for this setup long, which was actually from this point of interest here. Let me just skip that. There we go. I actually took 3 trades yesterday as well, and these are really aggressive trades. They're actually that aggressive that I didn't take them on my live account. I turned off my trade copier. I just signed into the challenge broker, and the reason I took these on the challenge is because we've only got a couple of days left, and I did really like the higher time frame narrative of this trade. 15-minute setup was nice. The 1 minute is where things got really aggressive. I would have taken this on my live account if I'd seen more levels of supply get broken, but it was almost like substructure levels of supply were getting broken. Bit of, yeah, FOMO or revenge trading, if you like, where if I actually took the original setup, we would have passed the challenge. Everything would have been lovely. I saw there was a bit of movement in the market, so then not taking that trade, I then chased it, and yeah, we took 3 losses. We took 3 hits yesterday. Yeah, just on the challenge, and we're still in the plus on the challenge as well. Got a couple of days to do a few Hail Marys. Otherwise, we got a free retake. It's all good, but the live account is still solid. Anyway, enough about that. I'll probably touch a little bit more on the psychological side of things with these trades as we go through it, but let's try not to waffle too much and just stick to the technical side of things for this part. Okay, so 15-minute. So let's go to the 4 hour. It's a high enough time frame to look at this. What am I doing? Like that. I'm just gonna mark the low of this 4 hour because, let me just hide this. This is where we're coming from. This is part of the price action I really liked. Kind of got my data back, as you can tell. I only got it back for a couple of months ago, so I spent yesterday morning bloody remarking everything up. But a bit of a bugger about trading view there, but it's all good. We got it all back in the end. Okay, so this point of interest here, so we're mitigating the extremity of this lovely sell to buy wick that went up. Do I have this marked out? Dropped inducement. Actually, this is the inducement. Dropped more inducement and caused a flip. This inducement here, this is quite a new concept for me really, but I quite liked it. It's like the inducement for this sweep to go on to break, and then this sweep almost joined in with this inducement to create even bigger liquidity to be swept, to push long. And I just really liked this point of interest. It was interesting. It flipped this level of supply that had been tested from down. We then swept all this liquidity and caused these breaks. It just seemed like a real strong area. It's got everything we need in our checklist. I haven't actually got my checklist up because, as I said, I didn't take this on my live account. I haven't actually recorded this trade on my spreadsheet or on my Notion because the 1 minute isn't actually the plan. So I don't class this as the edge. Really, this is too aggressive. This is a bit of a Hail Mary for the challenge. But yeah, high time frame narrative was strong. I was happy to be looking for longs here, especially when we're mitigating this, right? And let's get into the most recent price action. And from mitigating this, we got a supply to demand range flip, and we also broke swing structure long as well, and we flipped this level of supply. Now I like this little area here as well within this range, and this point of interest that caused the flip, caused the swing structure break, has swept all this liquidity, caused the range flip. It was looking juicy, and I said if we got a clean 15-minute and 1 minute, then happy to look for longs. So at this point, I'm looking at my live account as well. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh yeah, and we got an RSI divergence long as well. See these going lower, and here it's being oversold, coming up high. Again, I don't live by this, but when I see it, it's like an extra little confluence, warm fuzzy feeling. So that was that on the 4-hour narrative. Jumping down to the 15-minute, so you can see we're now tapping into the point of interest as well. Come on, internet. There she goes. Also got a lovely Asian sweep as well. So there's the Asian market there. We had dropped down, sweeping this. We're actually sweeping this low as well. That little wick there is like the liquidity. And I'll show you what we're mitigating down here as well, because all this was really nice. This is like sweeping the low. I believe that's a news release. First, not NFP. Anyway, we're sweeping the low of this strong push here as well. So this inducement. Hello, wick. Is inducement. As you can see. So yeah, Asian sweep, which was lovely. And then let's do our 15-minute breakdown, which is from this price action here. So I wish I did actually mark these up on my entry list, but know it off by heart by now, yeah. So this 15-minute price action here, look, we've got a flip here, break, inducement. You can see all my lower time frame flips here, lots of flipping levels of supply. Inducement here, swept loads of liquidity. Came up, testing these levels of supply to the left here, supply failing to create a low, and just getting broken. Let's go to the 1 minute. And I think even the 5 seconds is like uber clean down here. Yeah, swept this low. Is that the right one? Which one was it? Yeah. So yeah, you can see these levels of supply all getting broken. All this has actually already been swept. Okay, so looking back at this, nice lesson. Is it that clean? Like this big sell to buy before it broke off. But we do end up coming down to this area, and this is the area we get a big push long. This is actually where the high time frame narrative is strong within this point of interest. All this is the first tap in the point of interest. I love these trade recaps because it does force me to dig into these a little bit deeper the next day with a fresh set of eyes, rather than kind of been looking and wanting to see a trade. Yeah, in all honesty, that ain't that clean. That's not. I think I got excited that we just had this big sweep, and there was a trade that if I did take first off, we would have passed the challenge, and yeah, I did. chase it. I did chase it. A bit of revenge trading, bit of FOMO, bit of, oh, come on, it's only the last couple of days, let's be more aggressive. It's going to be a bugger if there's going to be some good setups this week and I don't make it now. Live and learn, live and learn. So yeah, that was the 15-minute narrative of Asian sweep, swept all this liquidity, flipped all these levels of supply, had this inducement, even though this has swept it, and dropped even more inducement. Yeah. Right, let's go to the 1 minute. I'm just going to pause and get us back to where we were. So here we are then. Right, let's go down to the 1 minute. Right, we got a big push in, sweeping all that low, inducement, pushing long. I was looking. This low is now holding as well. And then we broke. Right, so this is where I started getting aggressive. So that was my shock short. That was my shock long. Okay. There is a flip there. Right, this supply comes down, but this supply's failed to break anything. It's not that strong. It's got tested, failed, got tested, failed, dropped, bit inducement, flipped, Germany. Here's my, what? There we go. Right, so this is the setup that I actually end up taking 3 trades from. Right, but I don't take it on my live account because I am aware that this is substructure supply, and I actually see this level of supply as pretty strong because it come down, tested this level of demand, demand's failed, got tested, dropped inducement, and this is like all ended up breaking off. So I like this level of supply here. So on my live account, I wanted to see this level of supply get flipped before I look for longs. Right, and I should have kept the same as well on my challenge account. But then I saw this. We came down. Whoops. Okay, we mitigated this bit then. My bad. So if I was covering the low, now I want to be full transparency with you guys. Incense smoking me out again. This ain't neat. These are trading mistakes. You know what I mean? This is trading aggression. But where is it? I was kind of watching this, and I'm risking as well. I'm not just going to risk 1% when we've got such a short amount of time left on the challenge, and we've actually got a big buffer of at this point 7%. So I needed 3% to get over to the challenge, and I risked 1.5, which means that all I needed to do was get a risk to reward ratio of 2. Right, so I needed something like this. And I was looking at this, and I was like, no, come on, mate, stick to the edge. No supply's actually been broken yet. And then that happened, and I was like, would have passed the challenge, nips. And then this is where the psychological of a bit of revenge trading, a bit of the chasing trade, a bit of like I should have passed it already, I should be done for the day and sweet. Right, there's still hope. There's still hope. And then I started looking at these levels getting broken. Again, substructure levels of supply getting broken. This is not a strong level of supply because it's not broken anything. It's just come down, got mitigated, got tested, failed, gone. But I could see it was making sense. Then we come to our first trade. Do we? I've actually forgotten, guys, to be honest with you. It was such a mess yesterday. I'm going to get these up. I'm going to cheat. Whoa, we're way over here. Okay, so I think we do start seeing some real nice kind of demand, order flow, and flips. Yeah, so that's come down. That's swept this inducement, mitigated this badger. We caused another little level flip here. I'm just going to skip through this a bit quicker because, as I said, we've got 3 trades. And this isn't the edge really, because look, this level of supply is holding. I'm going to delete everything that I've marked off. There we go. This is how I had them marked out. So yeah, I'm seeing that these substructure levels of supply are getting broken. Demand, order flow is holding. But the actual major level of supply, which we want to see go, that has broken stuff, broken levels of demand, is still holding. Okay. Again, I was looking at this was inducement. Just explaining my thought process here. We're mitigating this flip. Got the inducement. Flip this substructure level of supply again. Was it here? And 27. It was. Okay, 1027. So must have seen that the first trade. 1020. Sorry guys. I think I've got some of these marked out for the second trade as well then. That's where I took it then. 1027. Yeah, 1027. At 933. 933. Stop loss 893. 933, 893. My take profit is set to pass the challenge. Got to stop that. Yeah. Okay. So that was it. I've obviously seen this as the inducement gone. Maybe I'm doing it on the 5 seconds here. Yeah. So I've entered here. Okay. Yeah, I remember this now. So this had swept, mitigated. I wanted to cover this low here. There's a flip here. Mitigated it perfectly. I remember it tapping in, hitting this, causing another flip, breaking long. And then when we came back into this area, I hit market execute. So chasing, big time chasing. This isn't the edge, guys. This is psychological revenge trading and chasing a trade, because the winning trade, if anything, is back here. Okay, now we're just getting too far lost and losing sight that this major level has not been broken yet. Yeah, we just want to pass the challenge and go home. And we get close. This is the thing. Look, this little badger here does get close. We do get interested. And I'm actually running about like 9.3%, I think, at some point. My finger was on the trigger because I was kind of expecting this to just go, or hoping, praying that this will just tick on through. And she doesn't. She melts through us. There she is. So I took a loss. That was the first loss. Yeah, little note was that's why. Ignore all that. Because this is the inducement. This is messy, innit? Very sorry, guys. Let's get on to the second trade. Yeah, fuck it. Get rid of that. It's not real. Right, so second trade. So now all this This level supply, again, substructure level supply. This level supply, the major one, is holding. What happened there? I just data changed in the space of like 1 second. Cool, never seen that. So yeah, holding. I'm seeing this as the flip inducement to this point of interest underneath us here. Big V shape, mitigation of demand order flow. And yeah, going for it again. I was also aware that, look, our 1 minute trend is actually still long. This is the protected low, which is holding. This is where we broke our high. So all our chock is complete for all three of these trades. All this is range action within 1 minute swing structure long. Okay, and I'm just following these flips. I've said about 20 times now. The mistake, the aggression, is that this level of supply has not gone. This is where you don't want to get lost playing substructure flips. You want major flips for it to count. You see the difference? Major flip breaks levels of demand. Substructure flips, that this level here hasn't broken any level of demand, needs to break these levels. Therefore is not a strong level of supply. Therefore, whatever flips it is not a strong level of demand to play from. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But I'm not paying attention to that at the moment. I'm thinking, we're almost 0.5% away from passing the challenge. Should have passed the challenge here. I wrote down afterwards saying I'm actually aware of my thoughts are just thoughts, yeah, until you take action on them. And yesterday, I'm taking action on all my thoughts. I'm not stepping back and looking at them and from like a non-judgmental way. I'm just having no awareness and just being like, oh yeah, this is that. The market's doing this. Demand order flow. Blah blah blah. I'm not stepping back and like seeing that this is FOMO, revenge trading, and all that good stuff. I'm not even registering that, which is a big boo boo. I'm very, very glad to have been doing this on just my challenge though. At least I had the awareness that this is still aggressive. Anyway, stop talking, Martin. Get tagged in. 11:17. 11:17, just there. I think this was like a 5-second push. Yeah. Flips. Go. Aggressive in it, guys, eh? And then again, even this one, we actually stay in. We cover the low, we stay in, and she pushes off. Ooh. And we're looking pretty good again. We got pretty close. You know, that's almost 4% target there now. Because we've already now lost 1.5%. We need a bit more. Again, waiting for this level to go, thinking that will be sweet, but she doesn't. And we get tanked through. So there goes that one. Oh, right. Now I'm like, if this level is going to hold, it's going to hold from this extremity. And if it doesn't, then I'm wrong. But I'm thinking the higher time frame narrative, what I was talking about, the 4 hour, 15 minute, how it sweep that big wick over here to the left. Mitigation, this demand order flow, we're still chock long. Yeah, I just went for it. I just covered this low and went, I'm entering again, because FOMO is I'm going to struggle the fact that I've kind of missed the winning trade, taking 2 hits after getting pretty close. And then if I don't cover the extremity, which is the actual edge, the plan, all these are decisionals, which I never usually go from anyway. And then if I don't cover the extremity, which is actually the 1 minute edge, I'm going to shoot myself. And be gutted. So I just went for it again. Challenge. And we got this. And I was like, yes, Sally. There we go. There's our original. And touching on this as well, if we didn't chase the decisionals, if I did just play from the extremity underneath all this kind of substructure inducement, there's our 2, there's our challenge passed. So it's these 2 trades here cost us here. So yeah, there would have been our challenge passed anyway, and I think this one just comes back from here and melts through. So yeah, 3 hits, all at changed my risk management as well, because as I said, we're being more aggressive. I had like a buffer. It doesn't matter if there's no point failing the challenge at like 8% up. You know, if you fail the challenge at 8% up, or you fail the challenge at 1% up, both you still get like a retry. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to risk a bit more, be more aggressive on all fronts here, really, innit? So yeah, I think that's pretty much that to cover. It is funny, like, I learn these lessons a lot, and they do give themselves opportunity and arise quite a lot. I am happy to say that a lot of the times I do notice my thought process of like, hang on a minute, Mush, you're chasing, this is decisional, or this is FOMO, or this is revenge. And it's almost like I want to record those trades and share them with you as well, where I stay out of the market. And yeah, we take a loss, or even if you take a win, I'm still proud that it's like, that wasn't the edge, And the little things to be wary of is, as much I really do love challenges and prop firms because they have taught a lot about risk management and stuff. When you start implementing a time frame and that you only have a few days left, and it starts forcing you outside, too far away from the edge, if you like, you can fall off. Okay, so yeah, I'm confident in the fact that if we didn't just have 2 days left of the challenge, I wouldn't even looked at these. If it was like limitless time, we'll still be in. But never mind, that was it. Hey up everyone. Okay, so having a look at the next couple of trades that I took on just the FTMO 100k challenge. I didn't take this on the live account. I didn't even mark this down in my journal because I don't see this as part of the edge. I see this as just Hail Marys and trying to pass this challenge. Last couple of days now, any setup that looks pretty nice, I'm going to take it. And this is really aggressive, more to the fact that it's in the middle of the night. So this is actually coming from the win we just taken. And as I said, I fell asleep, it was all good, but I woke up around 2 a.m, have a pish, and I thought I'll just check the broker that everything had been closed and we're all good, because I did see that there was a bit of a push here, and I thought, yeah, I don't want this to reverse on us. Anyway, so as I turn on the screens and everything, I was wide awake. I was like, Wally, should have just left it. I wouldn't be saying that, this is a winner though. And I couldn't help it. I saw this setup. I'm really not going to do this on the live account, because not only is it way outside trading hours, but yeah, it's middle of the night. I'm like half asleep, bit dopey. But I saw this. Ooh. I'm almost not even going to the high time frame, because there really wasn't much high time frame bias here to work from. There's no point of interest. You say that we've just broken this low, but I had been playing this as a sweep because we're still bullish on the 4 hour. We are bearish on the daily, but this is where we just got the win from, the sweep. And I'll be interested to see if this breaks this high here and comes up to higher points of interest up here. So I'm not really looking for shorts at all on a higher time frame. Again, half asleep, a bit dopey. But I saw this really clean price action, and it is clean on 15 minute. Flipped this strong level of demand, I've broken these levels, come back down, got tested, failed to create a high, tested this little bit here. Yeah, that's not that clean. Failed to break a high, dropped inducement, and then dropped off. Mitigate our stuff. This is where we took our win from. And anyway, you could say that, yeah, we're also coming from a bit of a win here. I've got like 5% to play with in 2 days for the challenge, and that was looking nice. And I think it was around here. I don't even know what time it was. Oh, I haven't got any of the screenshots of the broker. 1 second. There we are. So yeah, this was the win we just took in the night on the 6th of the 6th. And then, so this is my middle of the night Bali time, like 2 a.m., which was, I believe, New York. It was like there, 1956. I took the first trade, and then I actually went to scale in, I think, a bit later. And yeah, we took a loss on both. But where was I looking at that? Sorry. So 1956. Yeah, so it's around here somewhere. So we've mitigated this, we've got a reaction. I remember seeing that we haven't really reacted off any level of demand yet. So let's look on the 1 minute. I'm trying to try and make this recap quick because it's not the edge. But yeah, we haven't reacted off any demand. We had some interesting points of interest up here. Where were we? I'm just going to put the markings up. Yeah, clean flip up in this area, up here. This was a level of demand. They'd gone up. These weren't strong enough levels of demand to be flipped. I wanted to see this on the 1 minute get flipped, I believe. Or have I just gone for it? Wow, I've gone for it. No, cancel that. I really was aggressive. We got the shock. Was there a flip down here then? Not Uber. Oh, maybe a little bit. Wow, really aggressive. Ah, now I remember. You know why? Because look, because it's low volume and everything, look how much we can cover the high with only a 2.5 pip stop loss. I think once we got the chock and I was covering this high, I was thinking if this area is going to go, it's not going to go higher than this. So I was really aggressive. Second we got the chock, I went for it. And in fairness, she does melt off a bit. Can't even remember what we needed. It wasn't 6. I think at this point it was 5%. I think we were running 105 in the challenge. She played around, yeah, melted off. And then that was a real nice flip. The high had been holding, and I thought if I scale in with another 2.5, yeah, I worked out that both of these trades will just need like 2.5% basically to pass the challenge. When we came up, I think we just go through. We go through it, or do we tap and play around a little bit? Is that where it tapped? Hang on, let's have a little look. So 2017 is the next one. Where the froget? 21, 27. Oh, sorry, yeah. About there, we got tagged in. I mean, that's spread hours. What am I doing here, hey guys? What am I doing here? This is really aggressive. But we stay in like all night, and I actually do go to sleep here. I had this set, and I was like, fucking knackered. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. She plays, taken out. Yeah, that's like at 7 a.m. I think I was in the ice plunge at the time, chilling. So there is the 2 challenge trades. As I said, not on the live account, thank God. Little note, maybe, is that I used to, every single trade I took on the challenge, I'd take on my live as well. And I used to get major FOMO. I used to hate the thought of, well, if this does go on the challenge, this aggression, and I don't take on my live, I'm going to hate myself. At least I've put a little pin in that little fear. And yeah, so let's all mind tapping into a little bit of the thought processes with this challenge, because it has been one hell of a bit of an adventure, this challenge. There's been lots to kind of take away from it.